Skylum released a little bit more information and some screenshots and photos of what we can expect with Luminar Neo. That's coming up to ship this winter. And in this version, I'm going to show you a few things. Three of the tools are really about frustration. They're about removing power lines. They're about removing dust spots. There's also another one there that's going to show some overlays, which I'll dig into. And I want to give you a little bit of information about what we know about the Luminar sharing system, which basically is a round trip system of your photos between your desktop and your mobile device. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Hi, my name is William Beem. I'm a photographer just like you. I am very interested in post-processing tools. Luminar Neo looks like it's going to answer a lot of questions that people have been asking since Luminar AI came out. Clearly, the two tools are different. Luminar AI is being positioned as the entry-level tool. It's good for just fixing a photo. Luminar Neo is going to be kind of a step above that. Obviously, it's going to be introducing layers. It has some new AI tools, and it's more of a creative thing. So the processes that we didn't really use in Luminar AI, we may be able to start bringing back inside of Luminar Neo. But in this version of a preview, I'm calling this Luminar Neo Preview 3, I want to show you a few of the tools and some of the things that they're kind of being teased with. I don't have my hands on the software yet. I'm hoping that's coming sometime next month so I can start building a course. But let's take a look at what we have here. All right, so this is going to be our agenda. We're going to talk about Luminar Share, and that is the round trip system between your desktop and your mobile device on Android or iOS. There is a line removal AI, dust removal AI, and there's also some overlays now, which is going to help us add some depth to photos that perhaps didn't have them when you took them. So here's what we know about Luminar Share. It is a round trip experience between desktop and mobile. This is not a cloud service. It connects your photo library in Luminar Neo to a mobile app, and it's going to work on Android or iOS. You're going to use a QR code to pair your devices. This is similar to WhatsApp and some other applications. It's very simple and easy. You'll see a QR screen probably on your desktop, and then you put your mobile device up to take a picture of that, and then you've got your pairing done. It is automatic, it is secure, and it's a round-trip sync of your photos and your edits. So obviously it wouldn't be any good if you couldn't get your edits back to your mobile device and vice versa. So this is kind of nice. And also, this is direct sharing from Luminar Neo to your social network. So if you want to post something to Instagram, you can do that directly from Luminar Neo. And there is no cloud storage. So you don't have to pay for anything online. This is just a transfer of your photos between your mobile and Luminar Neo. So maybe you take some photos on your mobile device, you bring them over to Luminar Neo, you touch them up there, and maybe you want to send them back to your device and upload them, or vice versa. Maybe you've taken some photos on your DSLR or mirrorless camera, and you want to touch them up and then send them over to your mobile device, because sometimes sharing on a mobile device is easier. So that's all I know right now. I haven't had a chance to put my hands on it, but when I do get that, I'll be sure to show you how that works. All right, so let's start taking a look at our tools. The first one is the line remover AI. And I don't know if it's line remover or line removal, because I've got two different folders that say one of each. The first thing we're going to take a look at is a little bit of a user interface. So you can see down here the palm trees and the power lines going across, and then you can see the final photo over here. It looks like this is going to be under the erase tool, and there's a switch here to toggle for power lines. In other words, that kind of tells me that the tools are going to know what they're looking for. Now, this is not a complete view of what you're actually going to see in your user interface. That will come out later on. This is just to give you an idea of how it may work. So here's an example. You can see the lovely Hollywood sign behind some power lines. You can see the trees and the sky ruined. And then you click your power line removal, and ideally everything goes just away like that. So lovely blue sky ruined by power lines. And then you get rid of them with a zap. And this one, I'm actually very impressed with this one, because going across these clouds is kind of a difficult thing to remove. And yet it does it. You don't really see anything in the clouds that's making it look worse from where you removed it. That's a problem that we've had with some tools in the past, not just necessarily Skylum, but I mean a lot of different tools. Dust removal, this is something I think every photographer can appreciate. If you have dust or sensor spots Again, this is kind of how you're going to look at it. It's going to be under your erase. There's going to be an option for dust spots that you can toggle on. And you can see down here, there's dust spots in the sky. They've kind of magnified it here. And the result is there. So here's one more user interface. You've got someone out here standing on a rock precariously before hopefully not falling or plunging to death. And the sky is full of sensor spots, and then it's just a perfect blue sky afterwards. So let's take a look. Happy moment ruined by sensor dust until you take it away. This is a really nice skyline picture, except for just tons and tons of dust spots. If you've ever had to go through and remove dust before manually, take a look at all the dust on here. This is something that would be a very tedious effort. And now you have an AI tool that will turn it just nice and clear like that. So again, here we have dust spots that are up here. Some of them are going to be on the clouds, like over in here. And you can see them up here in the upper corner. So we click this and the dust spots go away. Same thing over here, lots of clouds, lots of dust spots. Very tedious to try and go through and get rid of all those, except for now. Another example, just a lovely scene, lovely sky filled with really awful dust spots. I mean, look how perfectly circular these are. And you've got some people down here, so you don't want to ruin your subjects with dust spots. So the tool is just identifying those dust spots. It's using the AI technology. They've trained it with different photos with dust spots and said, this is what you're looking for to get rid of it. This is actually my favorite example because you see the dust spots also down here in the reflection in the water. It's not just up in the sky. We're used to seeing dust spots in the sky to remove. Sometimes it's hard to identify when they're elsewhere in our photo, but this clearly shows that it could be anywhere on your sensor and the tool will still find them, pick them up, and get rid of them. All right, I mentioned overlays. Overlays are things that you're going to be able to put over your subjects or your photographs to kind of give you a sense of depth. So let me show you an example here. Down here in the before, you can see there's a photo of a guy with a a monopod standing on a tree, and it's kind of bland. And the overlay here is just to kind of frame your subject. So it's not in focus. It's not really drawing your attention. If anything, it's directing your attention to where your subject ought to be. Here's another example. You've got a nice skyscraper scene cityscape scene. And then this one is just a window frame that's been put in front of it. And down here, you can see a portrait of a young woman. And then they've placed an overlay over here, just to kind of fill in some of that dead space. And again, your eye is going to be drawn to your subject. So there's the same thing here. And we're going to be taking a look at some of these photos kind of in the larger size. This is just kind of what the user interface view is going to look like. So let's start off with this photo. And you can see there's just a lot of empty dead space down here. You've kind of got a middle and a background with the sky. But now we've got a little bit of a foreground element over here. And you can see they've done a sky replacement to kind of enhance what's going on back there. And it just makes for a lovelier scene. So remember, all of these tools still work in conjunction with the other tools that you're familiar with Luminar AI. I have not heard if every tool in Luminar AI is going to be in Luminar Neo, but I suspect that we're going to find quite a lot of what was in Luminar AI over in Luminar Neo. And that's been a question that a few folks have asked me before. So to the best of my knowledge, that's what we know. So here's another example, kind of a plain and boring scene. And again, there's been some sky replacement behind. You can see some augmented stuff with the, the moon up here. And then these leaves kind of blocking out that dead space. Here is the young woman we saw before. And then there is our overlay to kind of draw the attention or frame her in the scene. Here is our skyline. And here's our skyline looking through a window pane. And again, a young woman with, looks like an iced coffee. And this overlay just kind of draws you into her eyes. I have mixed feelings on some of these overlays. I'm not a fan of putting something in front of the face of a person. I'm looking forward to see how much control we have over where these overlays go. but I mean, you can see there's a little bit of a green tinge coming on her face there. It's not to my taste, but it's also, I like the idea that you can use the overlays to frame. So I'm curious to find out how much control we're going to have over these overlays. And of course, I expect that we're going to be able to put in our own overlays since we're going to have layers. And as you recall, we saw that here is our videographer, and I'm presuming he's a videographer because he's got a little microphone up here and he's not really looking through the lens. And then he's just perfectly framed by putting an overlay on top. All right, so that is all the information I have at this time. There'll be more coming out. Reminder that it ships this winter. There is no firm date as of right now. This video should come out October 18th. I am anticipating mid to late December. I think they kind of want to get it out before Christmas, but there is no guarantee of that. If you buy from me, I will give you a bonus. I'm waiting for the software. I will get it in advance, and I will create a course, kind of like I did with Luminar AI. So this is my bonus offer that if you buy from me, all you need to do is email me, your name, your email address, obviously, and your order number. And then I will go to Skylum. I'll ask them, hey, can you please verify that this person bought from my affiliate link? And if they come back and say yes, you get this course for free. It'll be available for sale. I don't know how much because I haven't got the software yet, and I don't know how much work I'm going to put into it. But if you buy from my affiliate link, you're going to be able to get the course for free. This is my affiliate link, so that's all you need to know. If you use that, it will take you to the Luminar Neo sales page. There is one other thing I want to share, and unfortunately this happened to a couple of people who bought using my link, wanting to get the course, and it turned out they'd already clicked on someone else's link, and a cookie was in there that kind of gave the sale to someone else. And I don't want that to happen to you if you're looking forward to getting my course. So that's why I do verify this, because if I don't get any commission from Skylum, I can't give the course away for free. So just keep in mind, if you've clicked on someone else's link or anything like that, and it comes back that you were not associated with my affiliate link, then I won't be able to give you the course. But I really do want to give you the course. It will be available for sale just in case something happens and you don't get it here. But I wanted to put that little notice out there that if you click on someone's affiliate link, they've got a cookie, and it probably lasts, I don't know how long, if it's 30 days or 90 days. But if you have that cookie and it takes precedence over any link that you click afterward, the sale goes to someone else. I do not know who else would have gotten your sale because that's private information that Skylum can't share with me. All they can tell me is, yes, this person bought using your affiliate link, or no, it didn't work out. And I've got some people that have already come in and they're guaranteed to get this course. And unfortunately, I've had to tell a handful of people, I'm sorry, I didn't get a commission for or credit for your click. So if you want the course for free, please go to williambeam.com/Luminar Neo and click that link. And that's the best thing I can offer you right now. Once the promo seasons get out of the way, you can use my coupon code. And if that takes effect, the coupon code is the same as my last name. And if that shows up on your invoice, great. Send it to me. That's all the confirmation I need, and I'll grant you the course. Same thing, of course, goes if you bought Luminar AI from me, I'll give you that course as well. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me today. I hope this was helpful, maybe give you some insight as to what's forthcoming with Luminar Neo. Do you have a favorite tool? Are you looking forward to the line removal and the dust removal? Are you interested in the overlays? Please let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions about the course, there's not too much to tell, but I will make sure that I keep you updated as things go on. I'm looking at seeing a final, or at least a stable release of the software sometime probably in the middle of November, and that'll give me time to create the course. If you like this video, please go ahead, click the like button. That lets the YouTube overlords know that I've done something right. They will share this with more people, and it really helps the channel grow. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.